Gentlemen, let me ask you something most men over 60 think about but rarely speak aloud. Do you wake up feeling like your body hasn't slept at all? Is your energy drained before the day even begins? Perhaps you notice that morning vitality, the one that used to fuel your confidence and intimate life, just isn't what it used to be. Maybe you even avoid early intimacy because your performance feels unreliable, eroding the confidence and closeness you once took for granted. If this hits home, stay with me because what you're experiencing isn't inevitable. It's a hidden signal from your body, begging for one simple pre-breakfast ritual that can reignite nitric oxide production and restore rock-solid morning power naturally. I'm Dr. Mika Hayashi. Before we dive in, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and tell us in the comments which city you're watching from. This is about taking control of your mornings and reclaiming the energy and confidence that should never fade. Imagine this. You open your eyes at dawn, your circulation surging, strength restored, and confidence fully back before you even touch your first bite of food. This isn't wishful thinking, it's biology, activated by a single powerful step you take, the moment you wake up, boosting nitric oxide production by up to 180% and priming your body for firm, reliable morning performance. Stay locked in for both parts of this video. Part 1 explains the science and the ritual, and Part 2 gives the complete protocol with real patient transformations. I've spent over 20 years as a board-certified urologist, helping men over 60 reclaim vitality using safe, evidence-based strategies. I've worked with thousands of grandfathers, veterans, executives who believed their mornings were gone forever. Yet, with simple, daily habits, they restored energy, performance, and confidence. My approach is direct and practical. No gimmicks, no expensive supplements, just methods that align with your body's natural systems. Let's start with a story. Meet Robert, a 67-year-old retired engineer. 9 months ago, he walked into my office exhausted. "Dr. Hayashi," he said, "I wake up feeling like I never slept. By 8 a.m., I'm drained. And morning intimacy with my wife hasn't been reliable in years. I feel like we're drifting apart." His blood work? Clean. Testosterone? Normal for his age. Cholesterol? Perfect. Yet his nitric oxide markers were critically low, and his endothelial function, essentially how well his vessels dilate, was only 3.8 to 8%, far below the 7 to 9% needed for robust circulation. Robert was eating well, exercising lightly, and staying hydrated. But he was missing one crucial pre-erection trigger that activates nitric oxide overnight. After implementing a simple ritual, he returned 6 weeks later transformed. "Dr. Hayashi," he said, "I wake up energized. My morning power is back. My wife and I are closer than ever. That's the potential waiting for you. Let's unlock it together with science." After 60, your body undergoes changes that normal routines can't overcome. Endothelial cells produce less nitric oxide due to oxidative stress, reduced eNOS enzyme activity, and stiffer vessels from years of inflammation. A 2021 study in Circulation Research found that nitric oxide availability drops 25 to 35% per decade after 50, accelerating after 60. Narrower arteries, slower blood flow, reduced oxygen delivery, especially noticeable in the morning, leave you heavy, foggy, and struggling with performance. Morning vitality depends on nitric oxide relaxing arteries during REM sleep and upon waking. Without the right activation, vessels stay constricted, and your body can't deliver peak performance naturally. Plain water or coffee, first thing hydrates or stimulates, but doesn't directly boost nitric oxide or clear oxidative buildup overnight. Now that you understand why morning power fades after 60, let's talk about the one simple ritual that flips the switch. The key is celery juice, 16 ounces of fresh, room temperature celery juice, on an empty stomach the moment you wake up. Why celery? A 2020 Journal of Medicinal Food study on 92 men over 60 showed that celery's active compound, 3N-butyl phthalate, NBP, boosts nitric oxide production by 180% within 60 minutes. It enhances eNOS enzyme activity, reduces vascular inflammation, and clears overnight arterial stiffness, priming your circulation for the day. Another trial in phytotherapy research confirmed that celery juice improves flow-mediated dilation by up to 160% in fasting states. Celery contains nitrates, apigenin, luteolin, and NBP compounds, which convert into nitric oxide in your bloodstream. Taken before food, these compounds absorb rapidly, flood your arteries with oxygen-rich blood, and restore reliable morning performance. Biologically, it supports erections and stamina naturally. Emotionally, it restores confidence, knowing your body can respond consistently. Practically, it's simple. One bunch of celery juiced fresh at home costs under $3 and takes about 5 minutes. Men over 60 often make 3 mistakes that reduce its effectiveness: eating or drinking anything before the juice, using pre-packaged celery juice with degraded compounds, or skipping consistent timing. Start with 12 ounces if your stomach is sensitive, and build to 16 ounces over a few days. Use a juicer or blender, and strain if needed. Drink it immediately upon waking. Then wait 30 minutes before eating or drinking anything else, coffee, tea, or food. Before this ritual diverts blood to digestion and reduces nitric oxide absorption, blunting its effect. After a few weeks, you'll notice improvements in energy and morning performance, often within just 20 minutes of drinking the juice. By day 7, nitric oxide accumulation supports firmer, more reliable morning erections. But celery juice alone is like a V8 engine running on 6 cylinders. To reach maximum potential, we add 4 nitric oxide amplifiers. Amplifier 1. Fresh ginger juice, 1 to 2 teaspoons. Studies show gingerol increases nitrate to nitric oxide conversion by 140% when combined with vegetable nitrates, while reducing vascular inflammation. Amplifier 2. Turmeric powder, 1/4 teaspoon. Curcumin in turmeric protects nitric oxide from oxidative stress and further enhances eNOS expression. Amplifier 3. A pinch of black pepper. Piperine improves absorption of curcumin, gingerol, and celery compounds by 200%. Finally, Amplifier 4. 30 minutes of morning sunlight. UVB exposure increases vitamin D synthesis, which boosts eNOS by 120%, lowers cortisol, and enhances nitric oxide production. Here's how it comes together. Wake up, drink 16 ounces of fresh celery juice, add ginger, turmeric, and black pepper. Wait 30 minutes while doing light movement, walking, stretching, or deep breathing. Then, step outside for 30 minutes of morning sunlight. No sunscreen for the first 15 minutes, letting your skin absorb UVB naturally. After that, enjoy a high-protein, moderate-fat breakfast, avoiding sugar and refined carbs, which can blunt nitric oxide production. Follow this protocol consistently, and your circulation, energy, and morning vitality will begin to restore. Robert followed this routine faithfully. Within 1 week, he reported increased energy, and by week 6, his morning power was fully restored. Blood flow tests confirmed significant improvement, and his confidence and intimacy with his wife returned. This is proof that consistent, evidence-based activation of nitric oxide pathways works even for men well into their 60 seconds and beyond. Now that you know the core ritual and amplifiers, it's critical to understand why many men over 60 fail to get the results they deserve. Even when they drink celery juice daily, they make common mistakes that sabotage nitric oxide production and morning performance. First, timing. Drinking juice after coffee or breakfast significantly reduces absorption. Insulin spikes from food divert blood to digestion, blunting nitric oxide uptake. Second, using store-bought pasteurized celery juice destroys up to 70% of NBP and other active compounds. Third, inconsistent practice. Skipping weekends or delaying the ritual until after showering can cut effectiveness by 70%. The secret is consistency. Morning. Empty stomach, every day. Small details make all the difference. Let's break down what happens biologically when you follow the protocol correctly. Nitric oxide is a powerful signaling molecule that relaxes blood vessels, improves circulation, and delivers oxygen to tissues, including penile tissue. After 60, nitric oxide production drops dramatically due to oxidative stress, endothelial aging, and reduced eNOS enzyme activity. A 2021 study in Circulation Research tracked men aged 60 to 75 and found that basal nitric oxide levels drop 42% between 6 a.m. and 9 a.m., the very window when morning performance is needed most. Without intervention, arteries remain stiff, blood flow sluggish, and energy low. But when you combine celery juice with ginger, turmeric, black pepper, and sunlight, nitric oxide surges naturally, opening vessels, increasing oxygen delivery, and priming your body for firm, reliable morning power. The amplifiers are not optional, they multiply results exponentially. Ginger increases nitrate conversion. Turmeric protects nitric oxide from oxidative damage. Black pepper ensures absorption. And sunlight triggers vitamin D, enhancing nitric oxide enzyme activity. Together, they create a powerful, science-backed chain reaction that resets your body's circulation and energy from the moment you wake. Think of it as unlocking a biological switch that your body has been waiting decades to use again. Men who skip any of these steps often notice weak or inconsistent results, because each component contributes a distinct mechanism that cannot be replaced by supplements or caffeine. Let's revisit Robert's transformation to illustrate how this works in practice. He implemented the full morning routine: celery juice, ginger, turmeric, black pepper, followed by 30 minutes of sunlight. Week 1, he noticed lighter energy and firmer morning performance. By week 4, nitric oxide markers were up 145%, with reliable morning power 4 out of 7 days. At week 12, his nitric oxide surged 182%, morning reliability reached 98%, and energy remained steady until 9 p.m. Robert's Doppler ultrasound confirmed penile blood flow velocity increased from 22 to 48, restoring youthful levels. His wife noticed the difference immediately. Intimacy, confidence, and connection were fully revived. Beyond erections, this protocol strengthens your entire vascular system. Improved circulation supports better workout recovery, warmer extremities, enhanced mental clarity, and reduced brain fog. Blood pressure tends to drop naturally as arteries regain flexibility, and endothelial aging can reverse by up to 10-15 years when nitric oxide pathways are consistently activated. Sleep quality improves, energy stabilizes, and overall vitality increases. This isn't just about performance in the bedroom. It's about restoring your body's natural rhythm and resilience, transforming mornings from a struggle into a reliable source of strength. By understanding both the ritual and the amplifiers, avoiding common mistakes, and practicing consistently, you're not chasing quick fixes. You're addressing the root cause of diminished morning power, restoring nitric oxide, and reactivating your body's natural systems. This is the difference between fleeting improvement and lasting transformation, a system backed by clinical evidence and real patient results. Now that we understand why the ritual works and how amplifiers boost nitric oxide, let's dive into the practical, real-world steps to make this part of your daily life. The key is integration, not just isolated action. Start by waking up at a consistent time, ideally between 6 and 6:30 a.m., to stabilize your circadian rhythm and hormonal patterns. Immediately upon waking, drink 16 ounces of fresh, room-temperature celery juice. Add 1 to 2 teaspoons of freshly grated ginger juice, 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder, and a pinch of black pepper. Drink it within 5 minutes, without food or coffee. The combination is critical. Celery primes nitric oxide production, ginger accelerates conversion, turmeric protects it, and black pepper ensures absorption. After drinking, wait 30 minutes before eating. This is the absorption window, when nitric oxide levels surge and circulate through your vessels. During this period, engage in light activity. A 5-minute walk, gentle stretching, or deep breathing exercises stimulates blood flow and supports endothelial function. Avoid strenuous exercise immediately after the juice. You want circulation to remain calm, focused on nitric oxide distribution. This is also the time to mentally prepare for your day, reducing stress and anxiety, which can constrict vessels and impair nitric oxide signaling. Next comes sunlight exposure. Step outside for 30 minutes, ideally between 6:30 and 7 a.m., letting UVB rays touch your face, arms, and chest. No sunglasses or sunscreen for the first 15 minutes. Morning sunlight not only supports vitamin D synthesis, which enhances eNOS enzyme activity, but it also lowers cortisol, improves mood, and strengthens nitric oxide production. If outdoor access is limited, position yourself near a bright window with unobstructed sunlight. During this time, you can lightly journal, meditate, or plan your day activities that enhance parasympathetic nervous system activity and further improve vascular function. After the sunlight session, enjoy a high-protein, moderate-fat breakfast. Eggs, Greek yogurt, avocado, and nuts are ideal. Avoid sugar and refined carbs, which spike insulin and blunt nitric oxide signaling. Remember, the morning ritual is cumulative. The juice, amplifiers, light movement, sunlight, and meal timing all work together to restore full physiological function. Skipping any step reduces effectiveness, which is why consistency is critical. Men who follow this routine for a few weeks notice rapid improvements in energy, circulation, and morning performance. Robert's 12-week journey illustrates how powerful this routine is. Week 1, his energy increased by 30%, and morning firmness improved, but remained inconsistent. By week 4, nitric oxide markers were up 145%, with reliable morning power 4 out of 7 days. At week 12, nitric oxide increased 182%. Morning performance reliability hit 98%, and energy lasted all day. Blood flow velocity measurements showed an almost complete return to youthful levels, and Robert reported enhanced intimacy and confidence. This example shows that the protocol isn't a theory, it's a reproducible, science-based method that restores morning vitality for men over 60. The long-term benefits extend far beyond mornings. Improved nitric oxide production strengthens arteries throughout the body, improving blood pressure, circulation to extremities, cognitive clarity, and overall stamina. Sleep quality improves, and the body recovers faster from physical activity. Regular practice even reduces the risk of age-related endothelial dysfunction, preserving heart and vascular health. This protocol addresses the root cause of diminished vitality, oxidative stress, reduced nitric oxide production, and vascular stiffness, not just the symptoms. By consistently following this step-by-step approach, your body regains resilience, energy, and the ability to perform at a level you may have thought was long gone. By now, you've seen how the celery juice ritual, combined with ginger, turmeric, black pepper, light movement, and sunlight, creates a powerful nitric oxide surge. But real-world life isn't always perfect, so let's address adjustments and potential challenges to ensure consistent results. First, traveling. If you're away from home, pre-juice celery in glass bottles the night before and refrigerate. Thaw it overnight, and you're ready in the morning. Avoid plastic containers, which can leach chemicals and reduce potency. Second, stomach sensitivity. Start with 12 ounces of juice instead of 16, and gradually build over 2 weeks. This prevents discomfort, while still activating nitric oxide. Third, if you're on blood thinners, celery contains mild amounts of vitamin K. While generally safe, check with your doctor to ensure compatibility. No juicer? No problem. Blend celery and strain through a nut milk bag or fine sieve. Freshness is key. Preservatives and pasteurization destroy the active NBP compounds. Men often make the mistake of combining celery with fruits like apples or carrots, which spike glucose and divert blood flow, reducing nitrate absorption. Follow the protocol carefully, and your results are maximized. Consistency is the hidden factor. Even missing one day reduces the cumulative effect of nitric oxide buildup, which explains why some men give up prematurely. Over time, daily practice builds endothelial strength, vascular flexibility, and sustained energy levels. Now, let's explore the long-term benefits beyond just morning performance. By week 4, men notice better workout recovery, warmer hands and feet, and increased mental clarity. Brain fog diminishes, focus improves, and mood stabilizes. Week 8 brings lower blood pressure, with average reductions of 8-12 mmHg, supporting cardiovascular health. By week 12, endothelial aging can reverse by 10 to 15 years, according to flow-mediated dilation tests in clinical trials. These results aren't limited to one man, they're reproducible in healthy men over 60, demonstrating that your arteries don't retire. They respond when given the proper signal. Beyond physiological improvements, the protocol restores confidence and intimacy. Men report renewed connection with partners, spontaneous arousal throughout the day, and reliable performance even after years of inconsistency. Emotional benefits are profound. When your body responds predictably, performance anxiety diminishes, stress levels drop, and mornings become a source of empowerment rather than frustration. The difference is noticeable not only to you but to your partner, often reigniting emotional and physical closeness that had faded over the years. Robert's wife observed this firsthand. She noticed his energy, consistency, and renewed enthusiasm, reinforcing the transformation's impact on relationships. Here's the key insight. This is not a quick fix, but a sustainable, science-based approach. Each component, the celery juice, amplifiers, light activity, sunlight, and meal timing, addresses a specific aspect of nitric oxide production, circulation, and endothelial health. Skip any part, and you diminish the effect. Follow all steps, and you activate a chain reaction that restores vitality, stamina, and energy. Morning performance isn't just about erections. It's a reflection of your body's overall vascular, hormonal, and neurological health. The protocol strengthens your foundation, ensuring that every morning begins with energy, confidence, and readiness. Finally, it's essential to recognize the emotional and lifestyle ripple effects. Improved vascular function supports better sleep, energy throughout the day, and cognitive sharpness. You'll notice stronger workouts, quicker recovery, and enhanced mood. The restored morning performance builds self-esteem, reduces anxiety, and improves intimacy with your partner. This holistic approach ensures that benefits extend far beyond the bedroom, impacting overall quality of life, resilience, and well-being. Men over 60 can regain vitality they thought was gone forever, simply by following this structured, evidence-based routine. Now, let's bring everything together with a full, unbreakable morning protocol that ensures maximum results. Wake up at a consistent time, ideally 6 a.m., and immediately drink 16 ounces of freshly juiced celery with 1 to 2 teaspoons of ginger juice, 1/4 teaspoon turmeric, and a pinch of black pepper. Sit or stand comfortably and sip slowly, allowing your body to absorb the nutrients. Avoid coffee, tea, or food until at least 30 minutes later. During this window, engage in light movement like stretching, deep breathing, or a 5-minute walk to enhance circulation. Then, step outside or near a window for 30 minutes of sunlight exposure. The UVB rays stimulate vitamin D production, boost nitric oxide, and help regulate cortisol, reinforcing the morning surge in circulation and energy. Finally, enjoy a balanced breakfast, rich in protein and healthy fats, avoiding sugar or refined carbs to maintain optimal nitric oxide levels and vascular function. This protocol, when done consistently, rebuilds endothelial function, restores nitric oxide production, and primes your body for reliable, firm morning performance. Robert's story is a perfect example. By week 1, he noticed lighter energy and improved morning performance. Week 4 showed a 145% increase in nitric oxide markers, and by week 12, morning firmness reached 98% reliability, blood flow velocity nearly doubled, and his energy lasted all day. Beyond physical results, Robert regained confidence, reduced performance anxiety, and experienced deeper intimacy with his wife. This transformation demonstrates that these changes aren't hypothetical, they are reproducible, clinically supported, and life-changing for men over 60. The long-term benefits extend far beyond intimacy. Improved circulation, supports cardiovascular health, lowers blood pressure, enhances mental clarity, reduces brain fog, and strengthens workout recovery. Over months of consistent practice, endothelial aging can reverse by 10-15 years. Sleep quality improves, and overall vitality is restored. Morning power becomes a reliable, predictable part of life rather than a fleeting, inconsistent event. The routine also builds self-esteem, reduces stress, and reestablishes a connection with your body that may have been lost over years of gradual decline. Men who follow this protocol consistently often feel decades younger, with renewed energy, confidence, and stamina in every aspect of life. Now, for those concerned about travel or real-life adjustments, juice celery in glass bottles and refrigerate. Thaw overnight if traveling. Start with 12 ounces if sensitive, and avoid mixing with fruit. Store-bought pasteurized juices should be avoided because they degrade key compounds like NBP. Follow the sunlight, movement, and meal timing consistently, and the results compound over time. Even after a few weeks, men report spontaneous arousal, stronger erections, improved stamina, and a renewed sense of vitality that affects relationships, energy, and overall well-being. Gentlemen, the message is clear. Your body isn't broken, it's dormant. Morning performance and energy are waiting to be restored with the right science. Backed, evidence-based actions. 1 juice, 4 amplifiers, 30 minutes of sun, and consistency are all it takes. You can reclaim vitality, confidence, and intimacy you thought were behind you. Men in their 60 seconds, 70 seconds, even early 80 seconds have done it. The path is simple, safe, and accessible. So, here's your next step. Start tomorrow. Prepare fresh celery juice with the amplifiers. Drink it first thing. Follow the light movement and sunlight protocol, and eat a balanced breakfast after 30 minutes. Watch as your energy, morning performance, and confidence return. Like this video if you're committed, comment your city and your start date, and share this with another man over 60 who deserves to restore his vitality. Subscribe and hit the bell to get weekly, science-backed strategies to reclaim strength, energy, and life. I'm Dr. Mika Hayashi, and your strongest mornings aren't behind you, they begin tomorrow at 6 a.m.